1 in 7 American children will lose a parent or sibling before the age of 20. Families are often left with their world turned upside down, trying to cope with the loss. Grief can cause loving families to develop a sense of anger, loneliness, abandonment, and even a sense of hopelessness. Who is lost in all of this grief? Our children.
He was on a MAF 7 mission, which is to fight the fires out west, and the plane went down.
I was mad and I didn't want to be around anybody or go to school. And sometimes I didn't even want to get out of the bed because it's like, I don't want to be in a world without my brother.
I lost my sister, Taylor, a year ago to cancer. And that was one of the hardest things that I had to go through.
Rainbow Kidz has really helped my journey of grieving because they've shown me the different ways to share and to never close myself off.
Rainbow Kidz is a school-based children's grief counseling program that serves children ages 6 to 18 that is available in every school throughout Iredell County, North Carolina. It is the unique pediatric program of Hospice and Palliative Care of Iredell County. It provides education and counseling to children who are experiencing grief and related issues from the death of a loved one.
I have seen kids who don't know how to articulate what it is they're feeling. Their behavior sometimes is just agitated, aggressive. They have all this bundle of emotion inside and they don't know how to say, well, I'm angry today, or I'm frustrated, or I'm sad, I'm just sad.
Rainbow Kidz has served over 1,000 children in 38 schools, at home and throughout our community since 2011. Over 50% of the Rainbow Kidz served had a parent or sibling die.
Losing a parent, I think, is probably one of the biggest tragedies that could happen. And being able to have a place to process what was happening, and to know that, especially with that grief counselor, that I had someone who cared, who knew what I was going through, who was willing to help and teach us how to be vulnerable and to use that in order to be strong.
Rainbow Kidz moves beyond consoling children after the death of a loved one to providing participants with the coping skills and lifetime tools necessary to resolve grief issues and deal with future loss or crises that arise. Rainbow Kidz also provides parents with guidance, resources, and tools in order to better cope and communicate with their children regarding their grief and loss.
The way that Rainbow Kidz has changed me in my life is I'm not afraid to talk, to share what I feel, and I'm not who I was at once, all mad and stuff. It felt like I could relate to them. They knew how I felt.
The program utilizes a variety of strategies to accomplish this, such as group therapy, one-on-one counseling, age-appropriate resource materials, such as journals, workbooks, stories, and crafts.
Timmy passed away in July of 2011, and Rainbow Kidz really came to the rescue for my little kids. It gave them the opportunity to reach out to people that were going through the same thing that they were going through and know that their feelings were okay.
Rainbow Kidz holds a free week-long summer camp, Camp Rainbow. Camp combines recreational activities with healing exercises and offers children the chance to connect with each other and learn alternative coping skills.
There are things that go on with children that cannot be tallied
on a test score or an answer sheet.
We do grief support groups in the schools. And the reason why this is so important is because, oftentimes parents, they don't have the transportation to take their children to a support group or to go to a therapist. And so by us bringing the groups to the schools, we're able to help those children in an environment where they feel safe.
Rainbow Kidz connects grieving children to one another to create their own community. This serves to widen their support system and normalize their feelings, which decreases social isolation, one of the leading causes of depression and other risky behavior in children.
What I carry away personally is that it's okay to be sad. It's okay to have problems. It's okay to cry. It's better to let things out than hold things in, to not bottle it up. And that has honestly really helped me, just knowing that it's okay and there's people there for me.
People are going through what I'm going through, so I'm not the only one and I'm not different from everybody else.
I think a lot of kids, when they're grieving, they're trying in their families to make everybody else happy. They don't want to talk about their person at home because they don't want to make anybody sad. And Rainbow Kidz, they're all sad. They're all grieving. So they can talk about it.
Rainbow Kidz runs on the school schedule with new groups beginning every semester. Rainbow Kidz staff works with school counselors to schedule groups based on need. We also provide grief groups to the Boys and Girls Club of the Piedmont during the summer.
This program's effectiveness is measured by improvement in grades, attendance, or behavior. Since 2011, nearly 90% of all Rainbow Kidz have improved in these areas.
If Rainbow Kidz wasn't there for me, my life would be completely different from what it is now. I'd still be failing most of my classes. I'd still feel very secluded, very alone, and honestly, I don't think I would have dealt with the grief as well as I did.
And you take the skills that you learned in Rainbow Kidz with you. Those healthy grieving habits, just all the healthy habits you get, just all of the tools they give you, you take them with you.
There's just no way to endorse Hospice, Rainbow Kidz. There's no way to really say how powerful it is. You just have to see it. And I have been fortunate to work alongside Ms. Darty and see how kids have changed.
Rainbow Kidz is 100% community funded. We rely completely on donations to run this program. There is never a charge for children and families to participate in any services provided by Rainbow Kidz.